A new video, Conversation Piece, 2018, uses two silhouettes of the artist as receptacles for more moth-like humanoids who crash and burn, each one a minuscule Icarus. Blackfield is a vast square of sand in which thousands of black, laser-cut plant silhouettes are embedded. It's only as we walk around the installation that each plant bursts into color. This element of surprise and delight ensures the popularity of Ben David's work. Although there may be a moral to his stories, in this case an ecological one, he allows viewers the pleasure of discovering it for themselves. Kim Sua's Zone of Nowhere continues a sequence of strong festival shows at Pica, where curator, Eugenio Viola, has produced a survey of one of South Korea's most celebrated artists. Kim is known for her installations using traditional Korean wrapping cloths pottery, reflecting the influence of Buddhism and shamanism. The strength of so much of this work lies in its unforced simplicity. The major piece is To Breathe, the Flags, 2012 to 2018, in which the flags of the world's nations and territories have been combined in an alphabetical video sequence in which one banner slowly fades into another. What we see is a series of impossible combinations, South and North Korea united on a single flag, or, as the ultimate oxymoron, Switzerland joined with Syria. Kim has created a series of these hybrid flags which hang from wires in PICA's central gallery. 7 further images have been installed on buildings in Northbridge. Among other pieces in this overview is Mandala, Zone of Zero, 2004-10, in which a circular disc taken from a machine in Las Vegas is positioned on the wall like a meditation object. The makeshift mandala emits a surprisingly tuneful mixture of Gregorian chants, Islamic calls to prayer and Tibetan Buddhist singing, in another iteration of Kim's trademark vision of global cultural harmony. Christopher Charles has provided the truly weird moment of the festival with his installation, Banjawan, at Gallery Central. The title refers to a remote outback station where Shoko Asahara and members of his Aum Shinrikyo, Supreme Truth, sect went to test deadly sarin gas on sheep, in preparation for the 1995 terrorist attack on the Tokyo subway. Charles documents this little-known episode with a video, photos and objects drawn from Banjawan Station and from Japanese popular culture. More archive than art, it's nevertheless a display that stays lodged in one's mind. How many more cults are out there doing experiments in the desert? Lisa Rehana's In Pursuit of Venus, Infected, 2015-17, was the highlight of the Arsenal display in last year's Venice Biennale, and it was a pleasure to sit and watch the entire sequence at the John Curtin Gallery. Based loosely on the famous French wallpaper, Les Sauvages de la Mer Pacifique, 1802, Rehana's slow-scrolling video inserts costumed actors into the wallpaper's stylized decorative landscape. We see a series of interactions between Polynesians and white explorers, both playful and hostile. Happily for Sydney readers, one needn't travel to Perth to see this work. It's showing as part of Lisa Rehana, Cinemania, at the Campbelltown Arts Centre until March 25. The festival's art programme finally dissolves in 2 aqueous exhibitions. The first is Pilar Marta Dupont's Undesirable Bodies at Form, which features video and photo images of the artist and her colleagues gathering up invasive water plants in the Pilbara. It puts quite a different spin on Monet's Water Lilies, although the film feels more like a holiday activity than a lecture in conservation. My final stop was the Fremantle Arts Centre, where one can view Latitao Mopo's set of postcard-sized videos called Repatriate, which shows the artist dancing in a tank of water, supported by multiple floaties. If this feels a little obscure, there is also the monumental, public project, Museum of Water, which has been running for over a year in Western Australia, accepting donations of water from anyone who wants to take part. The museum is the idea of British artist Amy Sharrock's, who has started branches all over the world. Anyone can bring in some water in a jar, a bottle or even an elaborate piece of cut glass. The only stipulation is that contributors are obliged to sit down and share their story with a curator who records it for an ever-expanding archive. It's a simple, congenial idea that raises awareness of water's importance and brings together the most diverse groups of people. What's not to like? If you want to produce work for the museum, it's as easy as turning on a tap. Zadok Ben David, Human Nature, Lawrence Wilson Gallery, until April 21. Kim Suja, Zone of Nowhere, Perth Institute of Contemporary Art, until April 25. Christopher Charles Banjawan. Gallery Central, until March 3, Liza Rehana, Emissaries, John Curtin Gallery, until April 29, Pilar Marta DuPont, Undesirable Bodies, Form Gallery, until April 6, Museum of Water, Latai Tau Moapu, Repatriate, Fremantle Arts Centre, until March 23, John MacDonald was a guest at the Perth International Arts Festival.